The world's two largest economies, the U.S. and China, holding high-level trade talks in Washington today, but the dialogue got off to a tense start. The U.S. canceled its closing press conference after Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross made some blunt remarks on the trade gap. Bloomberg's international economics and policy correspondent Michael McKee joins us live now from the Treasury. So, Michael, what's the current status of these talks then?
Well, Julie, it's 97 degrees in downtown Washington, and only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. So the U.S. delegation and the Chinese delegation are staying inside of the Treasury. They are not coming out, at least not to meet reporters. As you mentioned, they did cancel their press conferences. We're not sure whether that's because the talks are going badly or because the talks are going well, and they just want to keep the momentum up. But we do know they started off on a bit of a rough note. As you mentioned, Wilbur Ross, the Commerce Secretary, with some blunt remarks setting the stage for these negotiations. Take a listen.
China now accounts for nearly 50% of the U.S. goods trade deficit. If this was just the natural product of free market forces, we could understand it, but it's not. And so it is time to rebalance our trade and investment relationship in a more fair, equitable, and reciprocal manner.
So that's the U.S. goal, get that trade deficit down. The Chinese goal, more stability in the relationship. They don't want a lot of volatility. Obviously, the trade situation working in their favor now. They do have a party Congress coming up in the fall at which they'll be setting the direction of the country for the next 5 years, and they would rather not have anything interfere with that. So you can look for them to try to string this out, and what we might get is not specifics, but a general agreement to keep talking on the various subjects.